It is the RIOT on RadioU. I'm tired, Nikki. I'm tired.
Oh, we're going to just soldier through, though, right?
What?
Maybe we should go get the coffee drink.
Man, I do not know what happened.
Well, I actually know what happened. We did a RIOT food fight where we tried a lot of treats from South Korea and Japan, including some very interesting new Kit Kat flavors. And I feel like you're just hitting the crash with it.
Woo. Look out.
So you need a little something. So this food fight is in the podcast that you can listen to, but don't forget when the podcast is over, you can watch the food fight as well.
It's under interwebs.
It is. It's at RadioU RIOT on Facebook or RadioU RIOT. You should be following us on our YouTube channel too.
All right. So Nikki, moment of truth.
Yeah.
Are we doing it?
I think we should just go do it.
Let's go do it.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to try we talk about the Starbucks Pumpkin Cream Cold Brew. That's the very first pumpkin item, pumpkin drink since the pumpkin spice latte in 2003.
Yeah.
So that's been out, and we're going to go try it.
I already know what's going to happen.
What?
We're going to get over there and they're not going to have it.
No, maybe they will. Well, should you want to call ahead of time? I'd rather, I don't, if everybody's watching us, I don't want to go over there and have them not have it. Maybe you should call.
Well, why don't you call?
I don't want to call. I'm over here where the phone is not close to me.
Okay, here, let's just log in right now.
Well, let him do the podcast first. You guys enjoy this.
You guys enjoy the podcast where we talk about, we have that great food fight. We do talk about Starbucks' new drink. What else do we talk about?
A lot of other good stuff?
Yeah, a lot of other good stuff.
Let it be a surprise today.
I told you I'm tired and my brain is on this thing now. So let's see. Starbucks.
Well, should I let them go to the podcast? Okay, or are we making them listen to this?
You guys go ahead. Nikki and I have work to do, okay?
Okay, you guys have a wonderful day and hopefully you enjoy the podcast today.
Bye.
If it's louder than it has to be and way worse than it has any right to be, it must be the worst of the RIOT on RadioU.
Here's what I can't believe.
It's already Tuesday.
There it is. Oh my gosh.
The week is going by so fast.
I feel like we barely even, Monday just happened.
Yeah, right.
No, I cannot believe that we made it through the entire show yesterday. All of the show.
Yeah.
And we did not even mention the fact that we're headed into a 3-day weekend.
Well, I forgot yesterday until we did our podcast intro, and it was like, oh my gosh, we get 3 days. We won't be in next Monday.
We will not. Hallelujah.
And we hope the same for you and your family. We hope no one has to go in.
Yeah, I really do. I hope everybody gets the day off except the people that make sure that Netflix works.
Because that's the plan.
Other than that, I think everyone should have a chance to get a break.
Now, if you do not listen to our Worst of Riot Daily podcast, then you missed this statement, but you should be listening to our podcast as well, too. But
most assuredly,
what you need to be doing now is laying the foundation so that on Friday, when the second classes or work ends, you're done all the way through the end of Monday.
Done.
Get everything done this week. Make sure everything's laundry's done.
Yeah,
work is done. Homework is done.
Everything.
So then that way on Friday, you're done and you can have the whole weekend with nothing to do.
There's not a single remaining thing.
So that's what I've been trying to check everything off earlier.
Hey, I got my eyes on the prize. I am 100% with you.
We are
eyes
ready.
on the prize. I don't want anything that is I really need to do the blank. Nope.
No distractions.
I might even do laundry on Thursday.
No, that's what I was going to do too. I don't even want any normal weekend stuff.
Knock it all out. Everything that I can possibly think of. Now, see, what we've done is Nikki and I have given you vision.
Yes, to
plan.
And
we've given you a purpose.
And it's hard work. We know it's hard work during these days.
Come on.
And we recognize and acknowledge the hard work that you're going to have to do.
We're proud of you.
But you need to do it now so that you can play later.
Come on. Oh, yeah. So much playing, Nikki.
So much, and we're going to be ready.
So much playing.
But hopefully you guys do get, seriously, Monday off.
If you're looking for all the funny moments you missed during the riot, we apologize. You won't find them here. There weren't any. This is the Worst of the RIOT podcast.
I've told you guys this before. One of the best things about being in the studio with Nikki is not what happens on air. It's what she tells me about herself in passing.
What you find out about me,
air. Yeah,
that you might not have known.
I passed Nikki this story, and I'm laughing at it. She's like, oh, I've seen this.
Yeah.
I'm part of the awful people Reddit forum.
I'm not an awful person, But
wow.
on the forum, they post all the videos, especially the viral ones of like people being awful in public. I love it. I think I'm even in a public one too that's like I'll have to look up the name of it, but I totally love it because, I saw this lady at McDonald's already.
Okay. You know what? You're going to have to send me the link to whichever one that you're on Reddit.
I'm on Public Freakout, and then there's an Awful Everything one.
Public Freakout Reddit.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yep. You know what? I'm going to subscribe to that because
it just keeps you current, topical with all the stuff of going on and people freaking out.
Well, the weird thing is that I've become weird.
You love watching it.
Well, weirdly attached to Reddit too. Like I read a bunch of Reddit, which is such a waste of time, but I do it. Okay, so there's this woman in a McDonald's. Don't know where it is.
Somewhere in the United States.
Somewhere in the U.S. She is in there because she wants a McFlurry, and what do you think the problem is?
The ice cream thing is broken, which is very common with McDonald's. The ice cream thing's broken.
Always. I belong to this community forum where I live. There are people there just constantly whining about the ice cream machine. And it's just like, guys, don't go there.
They say it's the thing that needs the most servicing at a McDonald's, so it's usually down a lot.
I just love the sound in the background.
They are throwing some stuff, and the McDonald's employees are throwing it back, which they should be out of safety.
This lady throws a fit. She grabs, I don't even know what it is. It's some metal thing, and wings it at him.
Like a tea holder or something, where the coffee thing, but it's a big, heavy metal container.
And then this lady...
Well, it's the cup dispenser.
Okay, everybody's fine, and then you hear this one lady go, oh, no. And I don't know what it is that she's not throwing.
She had her bag of clothes. It was just her bag of something, that was her personal property. Okay. And she didn't want the lady to take it and throw it. That was her property.
Okay, when I looked at it, my first thought was it looked like she was grabbing her to-go bag.
No,
I don't think meal. So. And she's like, no, my nuggets.
No, I want to know who the lady is. This is embarrassing. Who acts like this?
You know what? I'm starting to realize more and more this is who most people are.
We're one thing from happening from just turning us loose.
Maybe we feel powerless.
I bet she had a really bad day. Something must be going on. And then the McFlurry was the final straw. That was it.
And you know what? As long as I can get my McFlurry.
But you got to wait till you get back into the car and then have your breakdown there. You can't have a public emotional breakdown.
Okay, well, here's something that I'll tell you. I'm just doing a real quick glance at this woman. She is wearing a lanyard with a name tag. Now, obviously, I can't make out what the name tag is.
Lunch break.
But exactly.
She works
People
somewhere.
Don't just have lanyards, all right? That's not a thing. She works somewhere.
I'm sure Reddit will figure it out.
Somebody knows who she is, and they're just going to be like, what are you doing? Actually, I'd be like, you know what? I'd never mess with you again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Compared to other videos of people losing it and they're just yelling at each other, that's one thing. But she was throwing things at.
She's tearing the McDonald's
and tearing it down. So they actually have a case of finding her to arrest her. I mean, she's totally in more than just, you're in a little trouble. She's in actually big trouble.
Actual trouble. You don't mess with McDonald's, man.
You don't. And don't throw things at people. I thought we learned that when we were babies. We're not supposed to do that.
Nikki, just because you learn something doesn't mean you've got mastery of the material.
She didn't retain it. She needs to remember we're not supposed to do that to
remedial training.
But
remedial training.
I would suggest the forums on Reddit to watch more of these videos.
They even make morning people want to reach for the snooze button. It's the worst of the riot on RadioU.
Last week...
You're pointing.
I am pointing because I'm thinking. Red Lobster came out and they were just like, all right, we're drawing a line in the sand. This is it.
At the ocean.
We are not going to be feeding anybody any kind of a seafood substitute.
This goes with Beyond Meat and the Impossible Burger. Those two companies are at almost every other fast food restaurant. Everybody but McDonald's, which they keep saying is the god that they're trying to go after. It's the big one. So it's basically Wendy's doesn't have one too, but they've had a black bean veggie burger on their own. But Burger King, Subway came out with the meatballs that were an alternative.
Some kind of other meat.
Almost every place you go to, some of the pizza places, they're now offering Beyond Meat or Impossible Burgers.
Okay, so Red Lobster said no.
They're not going to do any vegan or vegetarian vegetarian alternative for a fish.
But I'll tell you what, somebody else is.
Is just saying yes?
Starting today in KFC Atlanta. They've got one restaurant in Atlanta
that they're testing
that is going to be testing Beyond Meat chicken.
Hey!
So it's called Beyond Fried Chicken.
That sounds so good. Where was that when I was a vegan?
Somewhere else.
Was all this?
But like, will it be vegan though? Because
It's
probably
usually
gonna
vegetarian.
It'll probably be cooked in the same grease that they cook the rest of the chicken in.
It's cooked in the same love, I'm sure.
So let's see. It pulled its
Even
meat.
that point, it's not vegetarian. It's just, this is as close as you're going to get.
At this point, they're just like, you're like, what is it? It's stuff.
It's stuff. Just don't ask anymore.
What's in it? It's stuff. Don't ask. It's stuff.
I said this before. It's good, though, that leads to, if you like to eat a lot of meat or chicken alternatives, that they're making their way towards it. It might not be perfect at first, but you support it, and then it keeps going.
And as far as I'm concerned, like, Popeyes is chicken alternative. Okay? Like, Church's is chicken alternative. All right? Like, that's chicken
KFC on most places, they're not even very good.
KFC's not even chicken. Like, it's been something else. Not the whole time, because it probably started in the right place. But after Yum Foods bought them, like, who knows what's going on?
I remember this one night. It was a Sunday night, and Eric and I were watching a movie, and it was like, hey, we're hungry. What sounds good? And he went to get KFC, and he brought it back. And I'll tell you, it was the best chicken I've ever had. And it was just like, first off, who made this? What's their work schedule? And why can't we have this every time we go to KFC? It was amazing.
You call the store and you're like, all right, I want to know who's cooking right now.
And
What's
why
her name?
can't it be like that every time? You go to these places, and I mean, it is not made with love at all.
I told you, I've been to KFC's and Burger King's where I've just been like, this is what it's supposed to be. Like, this is it. This is what this is supposed to taste like.
And then other times you're like, oh, no, that was wrong.
I would come back here in a heartbeat.
But they just can't consistently give us a good product.
They can't get it right.
So KFC at one location in Georgia.
Atlanta
starting today.
Yes.
They'll be having the Beyond Chicken fried chicken.
Yep. They're going to be giving it a whirl.
Oh, I would have loved that.
They say depending on how this goes will really depend on whether they end up doing a larger release or a nationwide release or whatever. Did you hear what I just said? Nationwide.
Well, you were talking about the South, so it's Georgia. It's fine. What do they always say in Georgia?
Where did that come from?
Sugar or the honey or the sweetie or the just, it's okay. Hun.
I said nationwide release, and I didn't even mean to. It just came out.
It's been in you this whole time.
Oh my gosh.
Using advanced technology, we've digitized and transcoded Obadiah and Nikki into a purely digital format. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Nikki, I am excited about this item that I have here. This is a list. I've got 7 signs that you could be a hoarder.
I love lists like that. Do we need a bell ringer or anything just in case something
we can check
resonates?
It off just in case we hit anything. Let's see.
It's always good to just make sure.
Okay, so here we go.
Wait, I gotta get ready. Okay, I'm ready.
You feeling good?
I'm ready to listen.
All right. First sign. Difficulty stopping accumulating and acquiring things at home.
I don't have that, but in my mind, I have a neighbor that I drive past their house.
Yeah.
They're totally beyond like one of those even TV shows.
Yeah.
So I'm going to think like them.
Okay, you want to talk about the smoothie station?
What's the smoothie? No, that's not hoarding. People give me stuff. My mom really fueled that.
Nikki has more like stainless steel kitchen appliances than you can possibly fathom.
The one time you come over and help me move, that's the boxes
I'm just saying,
you had to move.
I'm just saying. No,
that
okay.
was cups too.
All right, then you know what? I'll give you a neutral. Okay. I'm going to give you neutral on that.
Okay,
number 2. A large number of possessions that prevent normal use of living spaces.
Meaning it just piles up and you can't get around your actual living space.
Yeah, I'll give you a pass on that.
I am not a hoarder.
3, safety dangers caused by faulty equipment.
Meaning, what is that?
I
I think that means
your garbage disposal is.
Yeah, like your tub doesn't work anymore. You can't get in your shower. Your toilet doesn't work. The lights maybe don't work.
Okay. Number 4, worries and anxiety about change.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody has those, right?
Yeah, people got to get over that.
Okay. Number 5, family or friends who have threatened to take matters into their own hands. When I was there at Nikki's helping her move, I told her that if she didn't get it straightened up,
You're gonna take all the stuff.
I was going
to.
Yep, that's right.
I don't have a lot.
She was like, I can't. I'm afraid to change, okay?
That's not it. But I have seen the Hoarders show. I bought the most recent season for 99 cents one morning. That's just how it is. I love watching stuff like that because it keeps you in check. And you want to go clean and give things away when you're done watching it. Okay. But it's always, I feel so bad because it's always like a parent that's fallen into hoarding. And then the kids have to come in and you've got to
clean them out.
Yeah, you got to clean out the stuff. And you don't want to see your parents that way. But I mean, it just gets bad.
Okay, 2 left. 6, indecision about what to do to make things better. No. Nikki's always like, I'll fix it.
I'll just give it away. I'll throw it out.
7, becoming secretive about one's living situation.
That's not me.
Nikki does not invite people over, ever.
That's not true.
One time we were going to go.
I'm having a party Friday. It's a family party. And I know you're family, but you're not doing anything.
You just let something slip.
No, it's Eric's birthday.
You just let something slip.
It's Eric's birthday party.
Yeah, and he's not my friend.
He is, but it's not a friend. It's a family party.
Are you guys doing that thing where you rent the video game trailer and put it in front of the house, but I don't get to be there?
We are doing like brisket and
brats. There's a trampoline and inflatables, but you're not a friend or family. Stay home. This is how people become hoarders, Nikki. The emotional damage.
I'm just saying.
You're going to break into my basement and I'm going to have big party favors and things I just can't get rid of.
I'm just telling you that's an untrue statement. I'm having people over on Friday. That's not true.
Enjoy your invitation.
No, it's a family thing.
It's a non-vite.
Hey, remember what we talked about? When Friday comes around, you're out for the weekend. You're not want to come to my house.
Because you're secretive about your living situation.
No, I'm not. Everybody else is coming.
Everybody but you.
But you, because
we're inviting everybody but you.
That's not true. There's plenty of other people I did not invite.
Any hands? Oh, no hands.
I invited all the listeners. I mean, you just didn't hear that one day.
One day, a heroic time traveler will go back in time to make sure none of this ever happens. Until then, it's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
It is the riots on Radio U.
He killed the bug.
We would have a party in your honor this Friday, but we're already doing something that you're not invited to.
It is the riot. The bug, there was a bug in the studio and it's dead. Was it an ant? Was it a carpenter ant? Was it a big ant? What was it?
What do you think it was?
A spider?
Oh, yeah.
It was a spider? Oh,
it was.
It looked too fat for a spider.
It's in the trash over there by your leg now. I hope I got it.
Thanks for, even though I unveiled that you're not invited to the party that I'm throwing Friday night for family, close family. Which your close family, that sounds terrible too.
I mean, it's cool that we spend, every morning together, all the time.
More than the family that's coming.
But it would be best if you didn't come. I forgot to tell you, Eric's parents hate you.
No, I just don't understand you. No, I'm teasing.
Nuh-uh.
That's not true. I'm teasing.
That is true.
I promise
you just let one slide.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. I see it. You just let one through. You're so busted right now. You're so. Is it my humor they don't get, or they don't like having me around? No, come on. I want to know now.
I don't know anymore. Okay. Anyways, thank you for, despite not getting an invitation for that.
The last time I saw Eric's dad, he did say to me, he's like, well, they talk about you like you're part of the family.
Yes, you are.
And I was just like, well, that's great.
Where's my invite?
I'm just here helping him move. But I don't need to come for the party.
I should have invited you. I know.
As long as I get
I recognize that.
As long as I get everything in place.
I can fix this.
No, it's fine.
You can come.
I don't want to come now.
I don't want
And
See, how do we make it to where you want to come?
Now I know that Eric's parents have a problem with me.
Don't have a problem with you at all. I just don't know how to tell you that without laughing because I'm already laughing about this whole thing.
It's too late, my son.
You want to come?
No, I don't.
Can we bring you some on Monday? You want some cake? Or I'm getting pies.
Eric doesn't even like cake, so there won't be cake.
I'm getting a cherry crumble pie and a...
apple cinnamon crisp?
No, a coconut cream pie.
Why did you guys figure out the two kinds of pie I don't like? And you were like, let's serve these? Hey.
That's the two that you don't like. I didn't accuse you. Really? That's literally the two that I hate.
Anything else you guys doing? We're having onion chops.
So you ate onions.
But you should totally come over.
No, you are invited anytime if you want. I'm sorry the pie's too eat.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is perfect.
I feel so and my stomach hurts. It's just a family thing.
It's fine. I
don't want to go.
I didn't even want to.
Okay.
The Riot really wanted to do this live, but now they can play video games and eat rice cakes instead. This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
Further proving that I'm not part of the family.
No.
Nikki, I got an invite from Google here that says that I'm joining your family group.
You are in my family group.
I know. Actually, that's what I wanted to talk about. Nikki and I last week signed up for a trial of YouTube TV.
We did.
What do you think?
Well, we're only doing it because, and let's mark this down, because we wanted to have it for the football season. I used to have Sling TV, and I think Sling would have covered most of the games.
Yeah, I think if you sign up for
broadcast
Sling,
networks.
Don't you have an antenna?
I do, but I don't have a DVR, so
okay.
I'd have to. I'd have to sit there and watch it while it's going on, and it's not always my time.
It's a little inconvenient.
It is. I mean, I think sports are best watched live, but it can't be every time.
I have a really hard time watching a game that is recorded because I'm like, we could just find out what happens.
I know it's hard. Well, this has a feature you can toggle it, and it takes off all the scores, so you can't. Does it really? It's a spoiler thing, so you don't see the score ahead of time.
Cool. Well, I went ahead.
If you DVR'd it.
It asked me some questions about it, and so I told it, I'm interested in the Ohio State Buckeyes and different things like that. So
it's not bad. I think I'll keep it through,
really?
Probably the end, but you're only working with so much stuff.
I think it's too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
There's
no shows to watch.
No.
We're just watching it for sports.
I know, but it just seems like you save a little money. You just
what? Nothing. Nothing.
Just get something else.
What else is there?
I don't know.
If you want to watch Sling, if you get Sling Orange or Blue, if you get both of them, which I had, you were close to $40 anyways.
I know, but but then you get, I don't know.
It all adds up. It's all a ridiculous scam.
It is a scam. And there's no Hallmark on there. How are you going to watch the movies?
There's not. I don't know. I'll deal with it later. I'll just figure it looks good, though. I mean, the coloring on it, the quality looks good.
The other thing I was super...
Yeah, right there.
I'm still laughing about our family issues because that's how I handle pain.
Yeah, you just laugh through it.
I'm amazed at how well it works with my phone.
Yeah.
It is super snappy, fast, the way it does the... channel previews as you're scrolling through the guide and different things like that. It just all works really, really well. I don't, though, find the interface.
You get used to it.
There's something about it that I don't like, but
I didn't like it at first too, but I've been getting into it more, so it does get better.
It works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have hope. Right. It does get better.
Okay. So I thought
So I'll try. YouTube TV will be my go-to through sports season. It'll get me through college football for Eric, and then that's it.
It'll get me through college, and then I'll find somebody else,
and then I'll move on, and that's what we do each time.
You know how it is.
So I think it's not 100% optimal, but it's. But I also like it's less ad time than I used Philo for a while. It's less ad time than Philo, but it still gets ridiculous where the commercials are usually the same 3 through the entire show that you're watching.
Yeah, okay.
And they'll just rerun them over and over. And a lot of times in the same commercial break, you'll get like the same one 4 times in a row. So it gets to be a bit much.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really noticed that. The thing I didn't figure out this weekend, I hate being a hater all the time, but like, there's nothing on TV I like to watch.
That's also something. There's nothing.
And I mean, I was looking for something to watch. And it was just like, man, there are like 70 channels here. I don't want to watch anything that's on TV right now. How is that possible?
See if you like it for football, and then that's it.
All right.
At least you can watch it for that.
Got a little trial running here. So YouTube TV, the Riot says,
Just like everything else. Just like all other things we try.
The only morning show brave enough to say that Chicken McNuggets are part of a balanced breakfast. The Riot on RadioU.
Now, if you were with us earlier, you heard us talking about the fact that Nikki may or may not be a hoarder. We did not come
I'm not a hoarder. I mean, I have stuff, but nothing, no.
Shoved away?
No, I don't.
In places where no one can find?
No, I condoed everything. I condoed before condoed was a thing.
Yeah, she's right.
When I was reading the book.
Nikki will cleanse you.
Yeah. I think I would be good at helping someone do that. Yeah. I would like that as a job.
I actually, well, you know what? I've done a few. Like during the winter, I condoed from, I had 9 tubs of stuff, and I got down to 2.
That's impressive.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I don't think we were fitting that category.
That may not be, but I see an article here from Lifehacker. You actually passed it to me that says, keep your space clean with regular purge days.
I thought this was nice, and you're like, this sounds adult. Yes, it does, but we have to do adult stuff every so often.
Okay.
So we don't end up with a problem.
So here's what they say. Whether you do it once a month or once a quarter, you will go through your spaces, remove anything you're not using anymore, and deal with all your later piles. Mm-hmm. So I have those.
Were you supposed to donate or like sell them?
Just whatever. Like file it, throw it away, give it away, whatever. Yeah, totally.
That becomes its own mess because you don't do anything with it.
Well, you know what? I will say like 2 weeks ago, I went through my house and I looked for basically do I have anything that I could just give away? Yeah. I don't want to sell it. I don't want anything. Do I just have things that I've got people in my life right now that would love to have it and I could just give it to them? And so I gave away some speakers and like I gave away a few like nicer things that I was like, here, just take them. Now I just have lots of little bits of crap.
Well, and then you have to decide, and I think Marie Kondo went over that. You know, you don't want to throw things away, but if there's no place for it to go, if you can donate it, but you also can't just donate junk. So if you have it, you got to just toss it.
So you gotta make your call. So I like the idea. I feel like, and I know this sounds way off my personality, but I think that this weekend you could get me to do a
clean through?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I totally think you could. I think you could get me to go through my pile and get rid of some stuff because I've got, and man, just come to my desk at work. That could use it. I've got drawers where for, I don't know, however many years, I'm just like, put it in the drawer.
And now you're like, I can't get into the drawer anymore.
Okay. A year or two ago, they were like, everybody go through your drawers and clean out your files and see if you need any new files and blah, blah, blah. I just thought,
I can't open it.
Files! They think there are files in here. Well, please don't open this drawer. Please don't look inside this drawer.
They want to know why it feels so heavy, like your desk is just so heavy.
Why? He files everything. He just prints it all out, files it.
Well, I just thought it was a good idea. You know, if you don't want a condo, that was, so popular back earlier this year, but you don't, you have that side of things, and then you have the I'm not touching anything.
Yeah.
On the other side, just take some small, more manageable steps throughout the entire year, so you're not ignoring it.
All right. Well, you know what, Nikki? I like it. I think it's a great choice, and I think that I should have one of these days.
How responsible will that be? And if you do it, then maybe you can get a treat. So.
I would just warn you to be careful, because usually when I'm doing this, I end up just playing with everything and saying, I'm not throwing anything away.
Wait a minute. This is why I kept it for so long.
The whining, the loathing, the insightful commentary on postmodern historical doctrine. Okay, maybe not the last one. You're listening to The Riot on RadioU.
It is The Riot on RadioU. Well, Nikki,
Godzilla?
Special day.
What's today?
Today's the day that Godzilla wants to come home with us.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He wants to be there for you and for me. And
so this is the newest movie that came out in the spring.
Yep. It's out now on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, and you've been able to buy it on demand for like 3 weeks, but now you can rent it if you wanted to rent it. And I said I sold Blu-rays last week, remember?
I thought you bought this.
I didn't yet because, it's just out today. And now that I have the money in my hand...
Are you not going to get it? That's the one I wanted to borrow.
Do you know what it costs to get Godzilla in 4K?
25.
30.
30
that
Godzilla bucks?
G-bucks?
You have G-bucks?
Everybody's got
You love
G-bucks.
Godzilla. You have the shirts?
Oh, shucks. G-bucks.
Yes. I'm sure if you just spoke with Amazon and said, listen, I'm a fan. What is my actual price?
Here's the part that's killing me about it, real talk, is it did so poorly at the box office, which if you look at it worldwide, I just read an article about it that's like, hey,
enough.
If you look at it worldwide, this movie actually did just fine. So like it's fine. But the perception is it didn't do well here. And so as a result...
They got to make money somehow?
Well, here's what I think. I think the price of this thing falls like that. Like that. I think it's going to be
Every
down.
$5 helps Godzilla.
Well, Nikki, my thought is, again...
Maybe there'll be a Labor Day sale this weekend.
$30 is too much. If it was... This is so sad. And it just goes to show you it's not about the money. It's about the game that I play.
Yeah.
You could get me to pay $25 for it.
So you're getting close? Okay, try codes. Like try code Mothra or something and see if anything works.
See if I can get anything to possibly go through.
Like you just have to, you could use that honey thing or whatever. Just go through, put codes in and see maybe you'll get $5 off somehow.
See what I can come up with. Because the thing is, like, it'll be
on sale later.
next week.
Yeah, it will.
Whatever. And I mean, I got to watch Point Break this weekend now. So,
which, when you say that casually, makes no sense to people listening.
Yeah, if you haven't been following it, don't worry about it. It's fine.
All right, well, then wait on Godzilla. You're right. $30 is a lot for a 4K.
I feel like I can wait a little bit and, hold back. Plus, I have not watched Endgame yet. I got Endgame last week. I haven't watched it yet.
What's Endgame? Oh, Avengers. I was like, which one
So,
is
I mean,
that?
in reality,
you got stuff to watch.
I'm in plenty good shape for this weekend. And
Godzilla is your friend, though, and I mean, you've always supported him. And then he's over there in the corner. In the last movie, they called him fat, and this
then he loses some weight, and they're like, he's overwrought.
And now he doesn't know what he's supposed to do, and you won't buy the 4K when Obadiah would always buy the Godzilla disc. So you're going to have to just be okay with that because he's sad.
I hear you. But, I think he's going to be okay.
Okay. So save it maybe for Labor Day on Monday.
I'm just going to wait. We'll see. All right, big guy?
Okie dokie.
The Riot is to your ears what all those energy drinks are to your liver.
For the love of God, please stop. I can only process so much.
The Riot, RadioU.
Where did it come from? Wait. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. People beg. Wait, one more time. Wait, here he goes. Oh my gosh, the clapping song.
Oh my gosh.
Da-na-na. Whoa. Da-na-na. Wait, it's not there. It's the other way.
You're right. You have to wait another beat for it. You have to wait another beat for it.
You understand? People text all the time. They're like, will you please just play this song for us?
We
have to put it all the way back in rotation.
I didn't even realize what I was doing when I did it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Happened.
Well, that just made the day, didn't it? So the clapping song was there.
The clap song.
If you don't know what it is and you haven't been with us long,
it was a whole thing for a year.
It's fine. Every time we played it, you have to clap along with it.
And then we clapped and everybody loved it. And then we started clapping and Nikki was like, we hate it now.
Your hands itch because you're clapping too much.
We're not doing it anymore. But then suddenly comes back and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this song.
So we retired it and then people were so sad when we retired it.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I don't know if we can talk about anything else now, but try your best.
Well, okay. Here's what I was going to tell you is I don't know if anybody else, I don't think I'm the only one that has this problem, but this morning when I was waiting for my toast to get done, I began to realize that...
Here at home. I just want to set the scene.
Okay, it's here. I'm in the break room. I'm waiting. And I'm standing there, and that's when I begin to realize that I have some real trust issues. And those trust issues, I don't know if I have them somewhere else and I'm projecting them, or if they're right there. Yeah, but I don't trust a toaster.
Why? What's it done to you?
Well,
you were like this when you were making the bagel the other day.
Did you watch me?
Yeah,
when I was like, I'm peering.
It's like you're practically shaking.
I'm peering in there. I'm just like looking in. It's like I push the little thing down, and then I'll go for a while, and then I'll lean in. Like, what are you guys doing in there?
And you brought the bagel out, and you had an attitude about the toaster. You said it didn't do anything.
Okay, well, in the case of the bagel yesterday, it didn't do anything. I put it on the bagel setting and pulled the bagel out, and it was like, did you even warm up?
You even working?
It's like, you obviously turned the lights on. I saw the orange glow, but are you accomplishing anything?
I'm not lying to you. It's just a case of, does it start failing? Is it not working anymore?
Well, I mean,
but it's new, so it's not like we have a problem.
It's not that I feel like it's going to fail me. It's just that I feel
it's
like...
It's going to leave you? Is
do
that
you
it?
Do you feel like your toaster's just going to walk out like everyone else in your life?
Because we all feel like that. We've all had these things.
I feel like the toaster's is either going to burn it
or burn the
is
thing
not going to toast it enough. And so
that's your settings. So you're just not timing it right.
Are meaningless. The numbers mean, and the buttons don't mean anything either. Like they just attach stuff to the side of this thing, and they're like, I don't know, whatever, it's fine. What we need is now, if they were universal, if I knew that it's like 3 means this, but it doesn't. It's a sliding scale depending on a manufacturer.
Every toaster's different.
Toasters are cheap. They're like $15, $20. So don't tell me there's some guy in the toaster factory that's like, it's my great honor to create this toaster every day.
It's a piece of art.
I work hard to make sure that it meets the rigorous quality standards of the Toaster Association of America.
But if this is what's bugging you, it's just toast. It's just your toaster.
Nikki, it's my breakfast, and it's part of my balanced breakfast. And
it's just toast.
I got to be careful about what I put in the shrine.
The body. It's a temple.
It's a temple, Nikki.
Okay, and I'm bringing bread to it.
I mean, it's the showbread.
It's
You got to be careful with what you're putting in there.
All right. Well, do you have this problem with anything else, kitchen or like gadget wise? Like, are you sitting there praying at the microwave, or worried at the stove, or
just the toaster?
The coffee maker's nervous.
Something probably happened with a toaster when I was younger,
probably,
and I just don't remember it. I just have the trauma associated with the memory.
Check your body and see, like, are there scars anywhere? And then you can ask your mom, be like, where did this come from?
Mom, where did these 2 rectangular burns on my back come from? These scars?
And she promised your family to never tell the story about how the toast burned you.
She sits down. She doesn't smoke, but she lights up a cigarette. She's like, sit down, son.
I feel you're old enough now to hear this story.
Old enough to hear the story.
It's no wonder that you like bread, because you want to always keep trying. Your mind's telling you, no, it's not bad, but you're just not sure.
I refuse to give up on this bread.
Yeah, you won't, and that's why.
Unlike people gave up on me.
I don't know if any of that's true, but it's worth checking.
Well, I enjoyed it.
You're listening to a morning show hosted by 2 people who absolutely despise getting up in the morning.
Will you give me a break one time?
The Riot, RadioU.
Food fight.
It is the Riot on RadioU.
So Jenny, a longtime RadioU listener, has spent time, I think, in different RadioU cities, but found her way now to South Korea.
Yeah, everybody, look, she sent a note.
Yay! Well, tell you guys, go to RadioU or RadioU Riot on Facebook if you want to have a chance to watch some of this food fight too.
So, Nikki, you actually took the lead on this. You've got...
I tried to find...
You got a spread here.
Okay. Like, Google Translate does okay. It does not do very well when trying to translate from a shiny Kit Kat or candy bag. Like, it has a very difficult time. So I tried to pick up some of the words. So I got most of it.
All right. So here's...
At least Kit Kats.
Do you want to start with some Kit Kats?
Yeah, let's do those.
Okay. So we got the Japanese salt and lemon.
I think it says salt. Do you see the little pile of stuff?
I do.
I don't know why. It didn't say sugar. It pulled up salt. So it's either that, or at least we know this is a lemon Kit Kat.
Okay.
It has something with it, but the salt part was weird.
Well, the lemon is...
Does it taste salty, or does it taste like lemonade, like sugary?
No, you can taste this. You can really taste the salt.
Yes, it is salt. Okay, well, Google Translate got it. Wonder what the salt... Whoa. Ooh, it gets you right back there, doesn't it?
Oh.
What's that?
Do you like it?
It's good. Whoa, it's just in the back end. There's a lot of salt flavor.
It's weirdly salty.
But it's weirdly good in the beginning. The lemon flavor is super good, but the end is so odd. I wonder what that's for.
I feel like he was hitting me in the face, and it's like, lemon, salt, lemon, salt.
Lemon, salt.
There's no brief, moment. It's just right in my face.
But the lemon is delicious. That first punch of lemon is really, really, really good. So do you want to try? This one is nuts and cranberry.
Limited coconut, nuts, and cranberry?
I think it has a coconut base with it. That popped up, but at least it's nuts and cranberry.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. When it comes out of the package, it's a pretty nice little package. Look at that.
Looks pretty good.
That's not bad.
It's got a lower layer of the crispy wafer, and then it looks like on top is the berry flavors with it. The cranberry.
It tastes like a complicated dessert.
That's just all right. I think that one's all right.
It doesn't hit as hard, but if I was hitting the snack aisle for what I would rather have, I would take that over the lemon.
You would?
I would.
Well, that lemon was good, but the salt was weird. You could just have lemon Kit Kat.
It tastes like something you get at a wedding.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to do next?
What's this thing? It's not a Kit Kat.
That is from South Korea.
So those are Japanese Kit Kats, but this is an actual South Korean item.
I couldn't get anything on this.
You don't know what it is?
Absolutely nothing off this bag. Lots of big print, lots of bold stuff on it, but nothing. It looks like a candy bar, like a very small one. But it also gives off an energy feeling, like an energy drink, don't you think?
When you say it gives off energy,
no,
are you feeling it?
No, I just feel like it's an energy drink candy bar.
Okay.
How tiny is it? What's in it?
No.
Oh, it's a pretzel, isn't it?
No, it's... What is
it's
that?
a sesame stick. No, it's a sesame stick. Don't be worried. Don't be worried. It's a sesame stick. It's a sesame stick.
That is bad, guys.
It's got. Is it? Would you call it bitter? Is it bitter? Maybe it is an energy drink.
I don't know what it is, but it's bad.
Okay, pass on that one. Go back to the Kit Kats.
That's awful.
Go back to a Kit Kat.
All right, so we got 2 Kit Kats left in this our South Korean / Japanese Kit Kat trial.
There's a sweet potato, and then there's a red bean one.
Let's do the red bean one.
Okay, red bean. I think it has.
Because I don't even know what red bean tastes like.
It's my favorite. Some people hate it or love it, but it's so good with desserts.
Okay.
But it's like a vanilla red bean one.
Okay.
I can't open it. What do you think? There's something else in there.
I don't like that.
There's another flavor in there. It's a bold
flavor.
Get
white chocolate, a little vanilla, and then all of a sudden it's like, hello, I was here the whole time.
I get the red bean on the end, but there's something else. Like a sponge cake?
Okay. Green beans.
I think so. It's earthy.
That's like...
But it has a cute little...
that's not a compliment.
Cute little bear on the bag.
Oh, no.
Don't forget to pop over to RadioU or RadioU Right if you want to see what some of these look like.
Why would you want to do this to a person?
They have a lot of Kit Kat flavors in Japan. All right, last Kit Kat. It's the sweet potato. This one on the packaging, it's really
a nice package.
They promote it's a gourmet one, and I think this is in conjunction with an area in Japan. So, this is a nicer one.
All right. What's that? It did say premium on it, I believe, right?
It is. It comes in a box. It's really nice. It's a sweet potato one. It's a purple one.
Mm-hmm.
Which we don't really do here, but...
I know. I don't see sweet potato in desserts.
Oh, it's good, though. It's a mild flavor, but it's good.
I like a sweet potato fry.
Mm-hmm. But very nice. I like that one.
I'm having a hard time pulling, the actual...
Sweet potato?
The real flavor
That's
in there.
A purple potato. With enough sugar, you can't take it. You can't figure it out.
That's hard. That's a hard one.
Would you like it, though?
I mean, I'll eat it.
It's not the worst. All right, last one is a chocolate chip cookie cocoa from Country.
I don't have one of those.
Oh, I didn't get you here. There you go.
All right.
Oh, you have the bag over there. That's why.
Oh, okay. Well,
So you gotta
toss again.
Toss me back one.
Okay.
So this is.
Oh, you're right. Here's the bag. I'm sorry.
This is from South Korea, and it's our country
ma'am.
Country ma'am. It is a chocolate chip cookie cocoa, is what they call it.
All right. Well, I'm up for it.
And Jenny, thank you again for sending us the stuff from South Korea and then all the Japanese Kit Kats.
Country ma'am. I can't get it. Oh,
It's basically just a chocolate soft baked cookie.
oh well, holly freaking Luya.
This will be a good ending for you. It's a good one. It's good. Why are other things so small, though? These are all so tiny.
Because people there are smart.
Portion control. Well, Jenny, thank you again. Those are pretty
Portion
good.
control. Are you with me?
We left a couple of items out that we might save for another time, including
This devil thing.
it's a very spicy sort of chip. I'm not having that this morning.
It has
An evil pepper pumpkin looking thing on it.
And if you look, it says too hot to.
Look at the bottom, though. It shows you how many peppers it gives you.
I know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the pepper scale. And I'll save that one for another day.
Yeah, not today. You know, Nikki, it's only Tuesday.
It's too early to do that. Maybe we'll try it later on the week on its own.
I like these. I like that country man.
You like the chocolate, the cocoa cookie?
I like me a country girl and her cookies is good.
That was the final one we tried, and that one was your favorite?
Yeah. You know what? I think so, though. I mean, come on. Like, the Kit Kats are good.
Things are never as bad as they seem, except when it comes to the riot. Then they're worse. They're always worse. It's the Riot on RadioU.
We all know that the beginning of the fall is pretty much the time of the pumpkin spice latte.
But don't you feel like the last couple of years we've been over that? We haven't gone and got them in forever.
I completely agree with you. Like, we've fallen off the wagon when it comes to those. But
this could bring us right back.
This could absolutely bring us back because they've got pumpkin cream cold brew.
Yeah, and you like cold brew
gosh.
too. So it's kind of like all the stuff you like.
Okay.
So it's a Starbucks pumpkin cream cold brew. This is the first pumpkin item that Starbucks has released since pumpkin spice lattes, which was from 2003. So very first one was then. Now this is the second one.
Okay, so it's finished with Starbucks cold brew with vanilla syrup. And then you get pumpkin cream cold foam with a dusting of pumpkin spice topping.
We like a light dusting. We like that.
Shut up. I will tell you right now, if we had not scheduled this,
Yeah.
we'd be doing that.
Why can't we just go? We can just leave after the show and do a Riot Skips work.
On the same day as a taste test?
Our bodies will.
I can tell you right now, I'm 100% on board.
You're on board?
Without
I'll
even,
do it.
not even a flinch.
It's out, isn't it?
Yeah,
let's
it
see
started yesterday. Well,
Yeah.
it says the PSL starts August 27th, which is today.
I'm up for it. A nice iced pumpkin cream cold brew sounds good.
Okay, can we make sure this is right? This says August 26th. This said it all started on Monday, August 27th, which is not an actual day.
Is this real?
There was Tuesday or Monday the 26th and Tuesday the 27th.
Listen, they just got the date wrong.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying.
We can go today or tomorrow.
No, let's do it.
You want to do it today?
I'm in.
That's a lot of Riot. That's a lot of food.
Can you handle it?
I think we can.
I can handle it.
I'm not going
I
to
do
tell
need
you
some
the
coffee.
nutritional breakdown of this drink.
Oh, we should. Come on.
Well, at first, when I thought, I said, oh my gosh, that's great. It's just cold brew. It's not just cold brew.
I know, that's what I thought,
It's
too.
not at all. It's got the cream and the pumpkin stuff in it. So it has 250 calories and 31 grams of carbs, 31 grams of sugar.
Why did you skip the fat?
Well, it's a good fat.
It's 12 grams of fat.
I never care about that one. I care more about the carbs and the sugar.
All right.
Now, the normal PSL, pumpkin spice latte, has 50 grams of sugar.
Okay, can I ask this? If it's 31 grams of carbs and 31 grams of sugar, isn't sugar a carb?
31, well, I mean, yeah, but...
So doesn't that net you 62 grams of carbs? Really?
Don't look at that.
Okay, all right.
We don't want. No,
I mean,
we don't need to look into it.
I'm not on the Lido or whatever, so I don't know all the...
You mean the keto?
all the inside jargon, but I'm just guessing right now.
So that's the new drink if anybody tries it before we do.
Are people really still listening to the Riot? You don't have work to do or laundry to fold or literally anything else to do? The Riot, Radio U.
Now, of course, you're familiar with Netflix and their streaming nonsense. But did you know that Netflix also rents DVDs by mail?
They still do it, and I ask you this every time we bring it up. They still do?
They still do.
Where?
That's where they started.
And to who? Well, I guess like if you're in areas where you have like, what is it, satellite internet or something? Like it's just not going to be able to be optimal enough for streaming stuff.
Dude, I have
I would have moved by then.
One of my uncle lives in Tennessee, and he's like, when you go there, they're like, you're allowed to check your email one time.
But that's all we can afford.
But like after that, you can't do anything else.
So they don't understand the freedom that we might have.
My cousins and I went down there and got the Wi-Fi password and whatever. And then like half an hour later, his wife comes out and is like, all right, everybody, wait. I just got a notice from the company. We had used their entire month's bandwidth or whatever, like their allotment.
Yeah, like an hour?
Less than an hour.
That's awesome. Not for them, because I mean there's something else.
I had to download some stuff. I had to drive to McDonald's and use the McDonald's Wi-Fi because it was like, no, we have
so
nothing
what do
left.
they do then? They don't just sit there and
join
watch?
Netflix by mail.
They still have that?
And they have DirecTV or Dish, one of those things.
So they can only watch their movies there?
Yeah, that's right. It's got to come by satellite.
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
Well, that's what they call it, sad-alite.
Satellite.
But Netflix...
Because you don't know anything else.
They announced yesterday that they have shipped their 5 billionth DVD by mail.
And not to be like format snotty, but like, and it's still DVD. It's not...
They do DVD and Blu-ray.
They do Blu-ray too. Okay.
And Nikki, you would be surprised. DVD is still...
Oh, I know it's still top.
They sell every month. If you look at sales charts for DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K, and I don't know anybody in this room who does that.
That's over there.
But DVD still outsells Blu-ray.
Oh, I know. I haven't physically bought a disc in a long time.
Yeah. But when you get Godzilla today, you give me the 4K and the digital copy.
We talked earlier about that. I thought you were going to, and you're not. So, like, I don't know. We can wait. Let's wait till the weekend. Let's wait till the holiday. Maybe it'll go on sale.
Okay.
Nothing says Labor Day, like a Godzilla.
Laboring to birth a Godzilla DVD.
Like, I think that writes itself. So I'm sure we'll see a sale like that.
Yeah. Well, there you go. If you want to wait several days to get a movie and then wait for you to drop it in the mail for another one to come to you.
Well, how do they...
I will tell you. There for a little while, a couple years ago, I looked at this because...
Do they call and order the DVD, or what are they doing?
You can still do it online. But I was like, there were movies coming to DVD and Blu-ray where I wanted to like watch the commentary or watch the extras, but I didn't really want to buy it. So I started looking back into their Netflix by mail, but like they don't do any of the collector's editions, like
it's
nothing.
Just the regular ones.
Yeah, it's basically like, hey, we're not buying your stupid boutique item. All right, we got 4 million copies of Captain Marvel. Now, do you want one or not?
Because if not, we're sending it to someone in Tennessee.
Then get out.
Because Obadiah's family member needs it.
He does. He needs some help down there.
The worst of the riot is over, but the fun can keep going.
Hey, I saw you checking out my goods.
Check the Riot blog or stalk us on social media.
You want to sample them? A little try before you buy, huh?
Through riot.radiou.com.
I like that country, man.